gonna resume in English. Shout out to Dr. Roxo who just chatted with me in German. Anyways, so yeah, here we go. We're back into the game. I'm gonna zone you into the game in just a few seconds. I guess this is gonna be an interesting game number 3. This is the deciding game who's gonna be in the upper bracket final, and that is close to the overall final. Let me just get you back into the game. Here we go. Alright, and let's just look at the ban draft right now. It's obviously gonna be once again a Skywrath Mage ban by Evil Geniuses. Now beware, Evil Geniuses is getting the first pick in this game, which probably does mean that that we're playing on a US server, although I'm just realizing that we're playing US team versus US team, and since EG is completely bootcamping in USA right now in Phoenix, that means that even Bamboo, who is I believe the only European player in this roster, is actually at the same ping as well. So ping is not an issue right here, but Evil Geniuses is getting the coin flip first draft, so first pick draft, and that might leave them to get another time the Nakes of Naxes, and we will see if Naxes is going to actually be the reason for winning. However, we do see a Nakes ban in this moment, as I'm just going to set some volume issues I have here right there. So let's give me a second right now. Okay, here we go. Dota is back online. Alright. So Nakes actually being banned out in this game. That means no Nakes for EG. We will see what they're gonna first pick. Are they gonna go for the Batrider once again? I do believe that if they pick Batrider, they do need to lane in mid, because really this Batrider of Bamboo didn't get any real farm up fast enough. He went down to a few nice rotation ganks by Liquid, and that is a problem, and I do believe that Liquid will do just the same thing if they're going to try to lane a safe lane Batrider. So yeah, hopefully we will not see Cancer Lancer. I haven't seen a lot of games with him, and I'm really glad that he is sort of shifting out of meta right now. People kind of learned to deal with him. I mean, people nowadays, when there's a Phantom Lancer, just get enough disabled. Rasta is actually a really common pickup against him, since the Ether Shock does also go versus illusions, and even I mean in early game it just verifies which one is the real one immediately with the dropped Sentry Ward. You don't even need that possibly, because Hex has an immediate cast animation, and with enough nukage, Phantom Lancer has no chance early game. He needs still a lot of farm to spiral out of control, and if you have a strong lineup that actually is early game, mid game focused, you will be able to exert so much pressure that there is almost no chance for Phantom Lancer to ball out of control. We do see Batrider being first picked by Evil Geniuses. Now, that does leave a Rubik counter pick for Liquid, and I'm pretty sure it's going to come up in just a second. And in that case, we will see if they're actually going to go for some Kurok Puck or something in mid. I do believe that in mid lane it's going to be hard now. Since Magnus is banned, I don't think that there will be another mid lane pickup for Demon, as we do see Wisp being picked up. So Wisp not being banned means that he will actually be picked up with a possible Tiny on Kurok, since Kurok did not lose a lot of Tiny games so far. He's almost like the AoE of Dignitas with Tiny. He has an incredible stats, by the way. I think he's 19-2 or something with Tiny in competitive games. Kurok, however, doesn't have such a huge win streak, but still is a good Tiny player, as well as I guess CK player. We might see a CK on TC actually. We have a lot of possibilities right now. We might see a double mid with a Wisp CK. Still a strong dual mid. If you want to shut down the Batrider, who's going to be a solo mid, that works just fine. However, we do see the Keeper Light pickup, and that makes me believe that we will have a tri-lane, since he's a typical tri-lane player. We do see a Chen pickup by EG, so I'm pumped for this, guys. You know why? You know why? Because Milk is not playing, and now we will see if Fear is going to be able to handle this Chen as well as Milk. We do see a Rubik pickup as well, so I do believe Beatus is going to be playing a Rubik this time, or possibly an offlane Rubik by Bamboo. I don't think so. I mean, we saw Demon in earlier times of this year play the offlane Rubik, and last year in I think November, December, and this year January even, we saw a few Demon Rubiks offlane. They worked out quite well, surprisingly, but don't think the Rubik will stand a big chance right now. Well, either way, I do expect some sort of pickup right now in the direction of CK, Tiny, something that works well with a Wisp. As I do say that, Darkseer is being picked up in this moment. So EG is going to be banning a lot of those heroes. Probably a Tiny, probably a CK. I hope they will, because that would be the obvious thing to do right now. I mean, maybe pro players have a whole new another meta game sense nowadays, and I am out of meta, but I do believe those bans are going to come out because there is no carry pick so far on Team Liquid. They do have the Darkseer, who is a okay pick, not so good to be quite honest against Chen and Rubik right now, because there's a CK ban, by the way. There is, I mean, Darkseer is a hard counter to carries and obviously also to fast push, team push, but I don't see a lot of right-clicking heroes right here on the field. Rubik doesn't hit that hard. Bad Rider has a slow attack animation. Chen has a slow attack animation. And having those three heroes in the wall, if at all, he gets them in the wall, because Chen is going to be playing sort of somewhere with his creeps and standing a bit more back, trying to macro and stuff, and Rubik is going to be playing somewhere outskirts with a possible 4-step at some point. Bad Rider is going to be there with a dagger and a 4-step. So really, Darkseer doesn't fit that well right now, in my opinion. However, if there is a nice initiation with a relocate of Wisp and maybe a Sven or Tiny, I mean, I think that they're going to be banned out now. I do believe that's the obvious thing to do, and I'm not quite sure with what other heroes you could do that. Maybe it's a bait pick by Team Liquid. First pick Wisp normally does tell you, okay, they're going aggressive, they're going to gank all over the place, and they're just going to be trying to rape us with relocates more or less and coordinated ganks, smoke ganks and everything. But maybe they're actually trying to make Evil Genius think just exactly that, and by making them pick heroes accordingly and banning and using all their bans on the CK, on a possible Tiny, giving free room for other pickups for Team Liquid. You never know what they have in mind. But yeah, Juggernaut is being banned as well as Gyrocopter. I'm not quite sure why Gyrocopter is being banned. I mean, yeah, he's a strong hero once you get farm, and I guess he's also a strong hero against Chen with his creep army, since Flak Cannon does hit every single hero and unit that is within the reach of Flak Cannon. But yeah, not quite sure about that one. Kurg is not going to be playing his puck. Being banned out right now by Evil Geniuses, so one of those heroes, I guess, that can be countered, or barely can be countered. In my opinion, dual mid is the way to go right here. To counter that Bad Rider solo mid, because it just really shuts down Bad Rider really nice and easy, and you can control the runes. You can let Wisp maybe get a few lasts or even rush the bottle in the beginning, let Keeper of Light take care of some wards, and then just put a Darkseer on the off lane, put a carry on the safe lane with a Darkseer who is either off lane or woods, and a Keeper of Light who's stacking and pulling. And in that case, because Evil Geniuses has a Chen, they can actually do it. They can exploit that. I do believe that Chen makes them, even though it's an aggressive pick as in push-wise and gank-wise, Chen will have to go into the woods repeatedly. And if they have some wards up, they will see where he rotates. Sure, there is just smoke gank possibility, but overall, I do think that Team Liquid can go a little bit greedy in this case. Weaver being last banned by Team Liquid. Let's see what Evil Genius is going to be picking up. Maybe they're even going to go for a Knight strat. I haven't seen that for a long time. I mean, Chaos Knight is banned, but there's still a Sven. Rogue Knight might be picked up. Why not? Why not, I say.
Beastmaster.
Still a possibility after Beastmaster pickup. Beastmaster actually means we're going to see an offlane Bad Rider here once again. So no need for a dual lane in this case. Beastmaster is normally and always being played by Demon. Demon, one extraordinary Beastmaster player, sometimes rushes the Aghanim, sometimes rushes the Blink Dagger. You will never know what he does, but you know one thing for sure, he's not going for Inner Beast max. He's going for Call of the Wild max, microing like a boss, using his Hawk to scout around, and using his Quill Beast to last hit when he's not on the lane. That is Demon Dota. Yeah, Demon has a tendency to throw games, as we just saw. He does have the tendency to not hit the most important reverse polarities and to not get stolen. Even you know what I'm trying to say right here. It's kind of freaking up my syntax. So yeah, his Beastmasters are really strong though, and he has been known for his Beastmasters since quite a while. His Beastmaster actually is famed in Dota 1. There are a few replays out there of Dota 1 where they're epic casts, basically, like 60, 50, 65 minutes. And there's one game where Demon played a Beastmaster with Blink Dagger and Necromonicum level 3, and it was basically Meteor Makers versus Na'Vi in that time. And I think Meteor Makers, yeah, Throne was dropping to like 50 HP, and they defended with a Crystal Maiden ultimate, and then came back and had really nice split pushing, I think, as far as I'm concerned, with the Beastmaster. And really crazy game. There are some games with Demon in Dota 1 where he was just playing extraordinarily well. I haven't seen him play that shiny in Dota 2 with Beastmaster, but he's still a really solid and good Beastmaster player.
5 seconds
I think
remaining.
his... Oh, we do see a Drow Ranger pickup. As I'm talking so much, I'm missing the really important picks here. Dragonite being picked up for Team Liquid, so they're going for some counter push / counter tankability with Dark Zero, with Dragonite, with the Keeper of the Light, Illuminate Wave, and the Fire Breath of Dragonite, as well as the Iron Shell.
10 seconds
And
remaining.
Evil Genius is just countered because you know what? Team Liquid is not going to get anywhere close to Drow Ranger. Maybe with a TA pick where TA rushes a Blink Dagger. Probably needed in this case, but Drow Ranger will be dishing out some real nice damage. Standing in the back and letting Beastmaster initiate. Rubik is going to be trying to get people out with his telekinesis, and Batrider is going to try to focus with his lasso. Chen is going to be there, and Drow Ranger has really the team to afford to be standing in the back, and Jiu is going to be playing Drow Ranger. I do not think this is going to be a tri lane. No offensive Chen should be coming out of this lane, laning stage from Evil Geniuses. We have Kurok picking up the Templar Assassin. We'll see if he's going to go for his Tread Yasha Blink Dagger build and movement speed build. He does that a lot. Attack speed build as well. Going sometimes for a quick Manta to counter push or push as well. But I do believe a Blink Dagger here is needed with some nice damage output of Face Boots into maybe even a Desolator, or I guess in this case a BKB. Although BKB is not the most... I mean, BKB in this game is not the best item, because you see there are 2 ultimates already that just go through BKB straight away. There is obviously Beastmaster ultimate. His Roar just cuts through any BKB as... in addition to Batrider's Lasso. And there's also Rubik's ultimate, who can steal, you know, spells in I guess, but that doesn't count that much, I suppose. So Fluff is going to be playing the Keeper of the Light, as I do have some mouse issues right now. Just give me a second here. What is going on? Right. Yeah. So Fluff is going to be playing the Keeper of the Light. Kurk is actually probably just going to defend the top lane, top jungle, with MSS on Wisp, and him playing the TA. Maybe even going top, since Liquid TC is actually playing a Dragon Knight, and he probably will be going mid, as it seems. Very interesting. Makes sense, since he's bottle crowing wise with Fire Breath, is, you know, quite efficient farming wise, and is tanky enough to not go down in mid. And we saw EG invest a lot of resources in the first game to try to gank this Dragon Knight. However, Dragon Knight was not able to shine at any point. Bulba is going to be playing the Darkseer once again. Fear playing the actually playing the Rubik, so we will see a Chen coming out of Beatus. Haven't seen his Chen. Trying to recall, he was standing in for EG last year after International, and I think maybe he played one Chen back in those days where Fear was still playing carry and Milk wasn't there.
The battle begins.
Not quite sure. Well, he's a good player as well, so I guess it makes sense, since Fear is playing the Rubik, and he is a Rubik player. Demon playing the Beastmaster in solo mid, and we do have Bamboo playing the offlane once again. There's a few spikes are coming out of my Dota game right now. Yeah, so here we go. Fear is probably gonna... Nope, has no ward in his inventory. Where are the wards right now for EG? EG wards are already planted. Okay. So we do have an G ward that is scouting the top rune, the bottom rune, and we have a really defensive lane ward here coming out of EG. Probably trying to scout out those ganks coming from here and not getting dewarded immediately by the sentry ward. This is actually a nice play by EG. Beatus, knowing that they might deward this because they will have rotating supporters coming down from the top lane, puts down the observer ward, not in the range of the common sentry ward spot, and this ward is going to scout out up until here, more or less. So it's going to be nice ward to prevent those ganks, unless there is a smoking. If there's a smoking, it's going to be still pretty hard. Demon has purchased his bottle just in this moment, as well as TC. TC actually has it flying out already. So as you do see Bulba running around in the jungle, just distracting Beatus a little bit. Beatus is going to farm up some more. Has a troll warlet. I guess they tried to gank. Fear didn't use any mana though, so not a successful gank, I suppose. I will have to check out what's going on with my Mouse in this case, just a second guys, something here is seriously wrong. So yeah, as I'm experiencing some slight problems, here we go. Okay. Geo gonna be farming the safe lane draw. The right place to be for a draw. I don't think that the draw can be played offensively in offensive woods. It just makes no sense, absolutely no sense. Actually, dude, there's still some problems here. I don't know, I'm gonna unplug this mouse for just a second, as you're gonna be watching mid lane while I do that. Okay, apparently just some weird issues with my software. TC, gonna be farming up some more. I'm gonna give you the graph, of course, in just a second. But graph wise, I guess I'm gonna focus on, I don't know, possible ganks of Chen. Something here with my mouse. I am having mouse issues. I hope it's not gonna continue. I'm just gonna get better soon. Beatus with the Chen has no centaur, has opted for the Dark Troll Warlord, who's gonna have the important net to actually gank Boba. Boba is, however, leeching with his invis and gonna get some nice XP up right there, and they're just gonna give him some survivability. However, switch level 1 is not enough with the net coming out from Chen, and I'm pretty sure Chen is gonna make it go as soon as Darkseer is popping out of the invis room. Liquid TC sitting at 13 last hits right now. Demon out last hitting him pretty much and is actually going for the inner. Oh, Demon, why you do that? So I guess they're opting for the fast push, not for the cool beast, not for the vision. This is the first time I actually see Demon not go for Call of the Wild, so pardon me. I guess I was talking nonsense. Fluff stacking actually just farming, not stacking. MSS is going to try to get a fast level 6 since he really needs it. Really, that relocate is going to be most important for the Wisp. We see the gold graph actually dipping completely towards Dire's side, farming more efficiently, pulling and stacking everywhere, whereas Fear is more or less concentrated on now in this case actually ganking with a smoke gank. They're gonna be able to find nobody since Liquid TC is playing sort of safe right now. Coming back into the mid lane, he might be not gonna get gold right now. He's playing really defensive in this case, and we will see if they're gonna get the kill. They're moving in right now. There has to be the telekinesis. There's no stun, so they're not gonna get him, and this is a lot of wasted resources right there for Beatus, for Fear. And bottom lane, Darkseer is getting some XP and some farm, and therefore this is not going good for EG. As we do see double damage being picked up by EG Demon, so nice try for the deny by Keeper of the Light. Yeah, Keeper of Light farming better, stacking right now. As you see on the minimap, they're stacking, pulling everywhere. I guess this one just failed since it was too late, but this pull is actually not failing, and they're pulling a stack wave. So overall, they're getting some really important EXP and gold. Boba getting some hits from Dro. Dro obviously does hurt quite a lot when she's chasing you and hitting you, and even the stealth shield of Boba just is not preventing him from dropping low. There is Fear currently here pulling some tangos, but they're not gonna make it go right now on Boba because it's not enough without the Chen. And Fear, Beatus, I mean, is waiting patiently again to make it go in the mid lane, while we do see Liquid TC just farming defensively. And I don't know if they're gonna be able to make it go at any point soon. I mean, Demon almost dropping level 6. He has there is the raw right there. He just waited for it, timed it perfectly. There's the nuke and the net by Chen, and they're actually gonna bring down. Is DC gonna go down? Last by Chen. There is the first blood right there. Really nice play. I didn't think that it was possible to go them, but Demon realizing that he almost is going, almost turning level 6, just waiting for the creep, popping the damage, double damage right before it, so it's not too obvious that they're gonna make a go on him. And yeah, they're getting the kill, and they're even pushing the mid tower right now with that double damage. This tower is going down by quite a bit. However, there is a Cold Blast coming in, destroying this complete creep wave right now, and that just ends the push in this case, and TC is going to go back to farming. On top lane we do see Bamboo actually playing pretty offensive right now. How has he been doing? He has been doing okay, I guess. 20 lasts is not too bad. We have Kurok sitting at a pretty farm TA, actually going for the Hand of Midas. Haven't seen the Hand of Midas on TA yet so far. Really interesting item build. I guess it's due to Liquid realizing that Chen is going to be on the field, going to try to come with a huge creep wave, and that Hand of Midas is going to come handy before those pushes to just get one Centaur or one Troll Warlord out of the match immediately. We'll see if it's going to be enough, to be honest. We'll see. yeah, anyways, Fierce doing some stacking, some farming right there, as we do see Chen farming from uphill right here with the Hellbear Smasher and having another camp that's going to be farmed quite fast. It's actually stacked, I believe. No, it's not. Yeah, it's stacked. So stack camp right here for him. He will actually be able to farm really fast if he uses a Hellbear Smasher with yeah. Guess they're going to do farm this? No, they're not going to do farm this. Top tower, Bamboo is in trouble. There's a support TP coming out right now. He's going to Firefly. Going to try to get away, but is not going to get away at all. Fluff is dropping really low. It might go down to a net. Oh, last hit. Not going to go down, however. He's going to survive because he's getting pulled by Wisp. And Kurg is actually getting lifted into tower. That might be the death of Fear. And Fear actually probably calling for some support right there, but not going to get it. Is there going to be no roar, nothing for Demon? Too bad. Not getting a kill right there. And another Midas charge going in favor of Kurg, now sitting at 1000 gold with the boots already in his inventory. So that was a really fast Midas. Probably purchased at 5 minutes. And that's going to just make him really, really strong. I'm going to be interested if this is going to go in the way of EG at all. Because right now, Liquid is leading 2-1 in kills. They're getting more farm. And as we are looking at the gold graph right now, we do see that Dire is dipping ahead in, heavily right now, and the Midas is going to be paying off even more long term. As we do see a nice flame break, gonna drag TC a little bit back. However, it's not going to be enough to do anything right there. Beatus is just sort of harassing. I guess they want to push, and Bamboo just is finding some nice farm. However, I don't think they're going to be able to push this, especially if Coddle is going to rotate into mid, as we do see him rotating into mid after Stack pulling the creep camp level 1. So yeah, this is a push that will not be successful unless Demon actually rotates in as well. There's the Coddle wave, and this middle tower now is dropping in deniable range. Are they going to try less? No, no deny is being dropped right there. MSS is still not level 6, I believe. He's level 4, almost level 5. And basically, 2 supports rotating in the mid, not farming, not getting levels in this case. And the mid tower dropping to EG, in EG's favor. Fear now sitting at level Fear is actually really not that in a good shape. He needs his level 6 as fast as possible, and he needs farm, he needs XP, because this is going to be a game that actually does depend on the farm early game. I mean, they do have draw, but I do believe just relying on draw is going to be a big mistake, because once anybody moves into her range, her ultimate is actually going to be nerfed down, and she's going to lose all her damage, or I guess most of her damage. Demon waiting patiently for Bulba to pop into the lane and waiting for possible Primal Roar. Are they gonna go? I mean, he has a haste rune with a few slows of draw. Nope, they're just gonna get a tower, I guess. I mean, they could be content to just blast the tower. If Bulba's gonna go in to deny, and I'm pretty sure, there is the haste rune. There's no roar, unfortunately. So, nice possible setup for Demon, but I guess it's worth it because Draw Ranger gets the tower kill and therefore is sitting at a Helm of Dominator. We'll see if there's going to be some nice stacking from herself, as we do see early game Roche. Interesting, so that's why we do see Inner Beast at level 2 and we do see Call of the Wild at level 1 right now in this case, and that's going to help him to yeah, scout with his Hawk. I don't know where his Hawk is right now, to be honest, but it should be somewhere. And Hand of God is being popped, and they're getting the Roshan. Really early Roshan. EG abusing the fact that there were no wards up, and that they have a Chen on the field with a draw that has life leech, and that's that's huge. Yeah, Luminous Inverse noting down the time. Thank you, Luminous. 2000 gold in the bank of tracks, and this Roche is actually going to make the graph dip into the direction of the Radiant by quite a bit with the tower kill. So here we go. EG commencing the push with EG. There is a roar right there by Demon. Demon has no blink dagger yet. Is going to actually use Flame Bear, barely going to hit, not going to hit, I mean. So Bulba's going to be fine. It's going to use the Surge to get out, and we will see if they're going to back up. There is a Tempest being casted by the Wildkin. So Tornado might be doing some damage right here on the creep wave. And maybe they're going to try to push in, since TC actually ran out of Dragon Form just in this moment. Now, I do believe with the Aegis you can force the issue, however, Geo is actually opting to go back and farm, probably top lane. Interesting pathing he's taking. Yasha being actually purchased on Geo, so he's not even opting for the Helm of Dominator. Wow. Aggressive items coming out of EG right now. Let's see how Chen is doing right now. Chen Beatus is almost sitting at his mechanism. Yep, 40 gold away, so that's going to be a huge item, and then they can commence to push for sure. Fear has his arcane boots up, is level 5, he really needs another level. MSS is actually level 6, so he's going to be looking for that relocate gank with possibly a DK, which works in a similar way as say Chaos Knight, however, not as much nuke damage coming out of Dragon Knight compared to CK or Tiny, especially a Tiny. So Gio opting for Yasha is probably going to pick up a fast Manta to push. We'll see if there's going to be a counter Manta by TA. Since she has her Midas, she right now is still a little bit too squishy and she needs to farm a little bit more, and they need to hold off the push for just a while longer so that that Midas is not going to hurt them too much, because right now they can push really easy. I mean, yes, one of the creeps is probably going to die if TA is actually going to come in. TA is being hugged by Wisp right now, so in case EG is overextending right now, they're just going to get relocated, and this might right now be the possible situation to go with a relocate. Nope, not going to go with a relocate, just going to drop this tower and playing it safe. No gang right now from Wisp and Quirk. Interesting. Haven't seen the combination go out with the TA. Maybe there is a relocate coming out right now. There's a relocate, but there's no tether. What just happened? What did I miss? Oh, so I guess a kill on Darkseer has happened, and communication arrows by MSS and his team, and he's gonna die for that. Is there enough damage? There's not enough damage output right there. He's gonna be fine. He's gonna go and port out as Dro hit is flying around somewhere. He's gonna get hit by it. Let's just wait for it, or should be hit by it. Man, unfortunate. If this would be an impetus hit right now, he might die. Okay. No Ench on the field, so where's the hit? I guess it's not coming? What the hell? Guess I fixed that. No weird projectiles flying over the map for half a year. Blink Dagger up for Batrider right now, so Bamboo having a better time in the last game, not dying too often, is at a 0-1 creep kill score right now, and they're just gonna make him really strong. And I guess it's working out in favor of EG right now, but they do have to care that TA is not getting items too fast, because if she gets a little bit more space, let's say about 5 more minutes, she's gonna have her first tier 1, tier 2 item up, and in that case, if it's a Manta style, if it's a Blink Dagger, we don't know what it's gonna be, but I do believe if she's being hugged by Wisp, it's gonna be rather some damage item than a Blink Dagger, so possibly a Manta style. And if that's the case, that's gonna be already some sort of problem for TAs. We do see Bamboo using his Blink Dagger, or trying to use his Blink Dagger, as he's gonna find Fluff. He's gonna go for Fluff. There is the lasso, and it's gonna be dragged back. A few lasses from Gio, and Fluff goes down without a problem right there. Gio actually is sort of dropping low, however he has Aegis. He's just gonna go and attack probably. Nope, he's gonna try to back right there. And this is a problem for EG. They need to secure. Yep, they're gonna secure Gio's back, as Fear is sort of out of position right there. We do see a silence being dropped by actually by Dro. Long range silence right there with a roar on TC. TC going down before anything is done. Bulba is trying to go in with the wall, however it's not going to do anything. Krug is dropping really low, Reflection being removed by Firefly, and I think that this Wisp is going to go down as well to Bamboo. Bamboo has actually no mana anymore. This is huge, although Flame Direct is going to hit. One more last hit on not going to chase for this, so MSS is actually surviving. However, top tower has fallen. They got 3 kills out of this, and only Fear died. So Egg is paying out right now for Gio. Gio almost picking up this Mentor. He's not even going to go for the Hammer Flamethrower for now. Maybe going to opt for it later when he's going to go towards his Satanic. Fluff sitting at only Trinkets right now. Does he not have Mecha? He hasn't been farming Tube, I guess, after all. I did think that he was... Possibly the whole stacks got taken by Kirk, which is why his farm increased so hard. He picked up Blink Dagger now, so he's gonna go for the Blink Dagger, and he's gonna take another while till he's getting damage item. And in that case, EG has a bit more time to actually go for him. And they do have a hard counter to him, which is Bamboo on his Batrider. So yeah, I guess EG is still looking in a comfortable position right now, I believe. Let's just check out the graphs right now. EG still heavily in favor of the gold graph as well as the XP graph. We did see XP sort of being more or less even for a long while and just dipping up and down. But this is actually a huge lead now for Radiant XP wise. And do remember, EG is actually playing push, right? They have a channel on the field, and normally what happens when you play push, you fall behind in EXP. especially since you don't normally get a lot of kills, because people don't try to trade kills in addition to dropping towers, because that is just bad for you. But in this case, they found some kills. It's 7-3 for EG, since Liquid felt like they could fight some fights and contest some towers, some possible death attempts. But yeah, that just means that EG is looking really strong. They're going to be able to push the next 10 minutes almost without any real problem. I would say Caudle does have his wave, obviously. Right now it's level 3. So still on level 4 wave, which is important because it can actually wipe the creep race right now. Yeah, I do believe this is actually pretty good, as we do see Caudle not using his teleport. We do see a relocate. I actually heard a relocate. TC, however, is going down immediately in the fight, and there is a roar steal by Fear. I don't know what he stealed. I think he stealed yeah, no, Fire Breath. We do see a lot of damage being dropped by the Keeper of the Light Wave. The fight is just over the place, and right now 3 people of EG already going down. Kurg is dropping low, however, is not going to go down at all. Demon has used his Invis Rune to get out, and I do believe that Chen got caught out by a possible relocate gang with TA. Couldn't pop his mecha or his Can of God, and that is why this push and that fight just went so horrible for EG. And now Liquid is looking like they're gonna get back into the game. They're gonna get a tower kill on top of the almost the team wipe on EG's side. So the graph actually going down heavily in favor of Liquid right there. XP dropping just back in this case, and gold wise EG doesn't have too big of a lead. However, I do believe that if Chen is going to be used to its full potential and Hand of God and Mecha is going to fly out, that they have quite a big possibility of winning this team fight. I mean, we saw Trax is just dying way too fast and yeah, not being able to deal any damage. Beatles actually, somebody picked up a gem. Yeah, we do see a gem on Beastmaster. No dagger rush. We do see a pipe immediately picked up by Beastmaster. So going against the possible Fire Breath, the possible Spirit damage, and a possible Keep of the Light Illuminate Wave. Sure, nice nice pickup. Not quite sure if it's the most necessary pickup item-wise. And they do not deward this ward. I guess they just scout it out and they're going to smoke through it, maybe, because I should have seen it, unless the gem holder wasn't. Yeah, I guess Demon wasn't anywhere close to it. Is he going to deward it though? No, he's not going to deward it. He's not going to block the camp as well, and he's going to try to farm this camp right there. Beat is taking the Centaur, so no farm for Demon. Demon might be opting for Aghanim Scepter right now, just to provide that really low CD on Primal Roar, which is I think 45 seconds with Aghanim Scepter. Pretty sure it's 45 seconds. 70 seconds normally and 45 seconds. Is it possible to see Beastmaster? No, it's not possible, so never mind that, I guess. So yeah, just trust me on that one. I'm pretty sure it's 45 seconds. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 45 seconds. So that really just leaves you almost for 2 Primal Roars in late game phase or end of mid game phase, since a fight does go longer and you can have multiple buybacks in the game. We do see an offensive smoke where there is the long range silence on TC. TC is again not going to be able to deal any damage. There's a roar right there on TC. TC going to go down. Is he? Is he? No. Yes, he is going to go down. MSS is actually going to go down to 2 hits of Traxic as well. Surge just hitting him too late. Nice gank there by Beatus and his crew. And this is just going to mean that they're going to try to go for Roshan, most likely. At least I believe that they should do that, since the lane is not pushed at all and they cannot go for the tower right now. Although TA actually dropped the trap, so they do know that they're Roshing. However, we have Bamboo with almost a 4-step completed and the dagger, so he will be able to scout out any possible counter Rosh attempts. As we do have Bulba being back, and the problem right now is for EG, as we do see Pipe. Actually, no go of Wisp, because as Draw Ranger picks up the kill and Kurog is going to go down for that. There's going to be a possible perfect wall. Nope, no wall, because there's a nice macro of Hand of God being dropped. Darkseer is actually dropped because of the net. Is not able to drop his wall. Just out of range. TC is going to go down to some assets of Draw, and Draw actually has the Aegis, and yeah, Wisp is able to save Fluff in this case. So I actually expected them to go for the Roshan death, but I guess DK just was ready when when Wisp respawned, and he still took 3 seconds, and in those 3 seconds they got the Roshan, and fight went very, very well for EG, as I'm having some issues with my tongue. Just a second. Alright. Some water on my dry tongue. Okay, so I'm really interested to see what Demon's going to be picking up. Maybe a dagger or Arcanine Scepter, maybe even some other crazy item. Bamboo has his 4-staff now, so it's going to be super mobile, just super long range on his initiates. Fear is going to be looking to build up his force staff right now in this moment. Beatus has his Mecha, has his Arcanes, possibly going for... I guess Vladimir's is not that much needed, although it does add a lot of pushing power with that armor, with that, yeah. I guess armor is all that you benefit from Vladimir's in this case. Your creeps obviously do benefit with the lifesteal. So maybe it really is a nice item on Chen, even though this is not typical Vladimir's items, because there is no melee carry right there. We do have Beastmaster semi-carry though, so I guess maybe. BKB being picked up by Kork, so still no real damage item. He's solemnly relying on his damage by Melt Strike and his Refraction to add to his damage output. But that's not going to be enough right now, and TC is still looking to complete his Shadow Blade, so Liquid is not in a shape item-wise right now, even though the graph was dipping towards Liquid and is going actually back huge by EG, simply because they took the Roche right there. And we do see a lasso on Kurok, and Kurok is going to go down before there is a Wisp. Wisp trying to save him with a possible, yeah, basically suiciding right here, because he's going to come back and he's going to be dead for sure. Maybe, actually, he might be able to tether back. Yeah, probably going to tether back. A little bit mistimed, however, there's the quick silence by Dro, so well played by Geo. Securing a double kill right there on TA and on Wisp. This means almost a free Rex right there. They do still have a... No, they don't have a cliff for fortification, so this is a Rex. There's a double buyback, so they will have to buy to go back. EG, I think, could be content with just going back. I don't think they need to overextend, because they just won a huge lead with that buyback. Basically, oh, double tornado, so this is actually a strong pushing combination with the creep wave spawning in. Nope, not gonna happen, because Vacuum pulls both of the creeps up. Some nice farm for MSS, actually got blasted off that one Vilepin. Using Mecha, I guess Geo's gonna try to just last it from beneath low ground, getting some missed chances, however it's still dealing a lot of damage. We see 170 plus 70, so that's 240 damage right there. And this tower is going to be denied, or is she going to go for the last? She's going to go for the last. Again a miss, and there's the last by Drow Ranger finally. Demon is in trouble right now, however there's a blink in, and the Hand of God. He's going to use his roar. Is he going to use his roar? Right now he should use his roar on Kurok. Kurok is out there with a BKB, not killing anybody right now. Darkseer already took a fall in that case. Really good fight for EG, even though they overextended heavily. There is the Aegis pop right now by Geo. Geo losing all his damage right there because she's standing way too far in the fight. She will actually silence TA. TA is not going to be able to chase and beat a sense draw back, as we do see all of EG trying to retreat. We'll see if actually TC is going to get a stun, long range stun on Beatus. Beatus is probably going to drop. Fear needs to go back. No, Fear is not going to be. Fear is actually saving his teammate. I don't know if they're overextending right there. Geo actually TP'd back with full HP and picked up his his crit, and is critting Kurok so hard. Kurok possibly going down. No. Oh, where's the Gem? The Gem is not here right now. TC, however, in huge trouble. There's another Fate Bolt. EG getting the solo kill on TC, playing huge right there. And there's a crit by Geo, and another crit by Geo, but a huge damage output in that case. And that leaves Kurok to be in sort of a bad position right there. Bamboo is finding Kurok, and Kurok is going to go down in this case. This is a really huge fight for EG. EG is going to go high ground in this case and possibly get 2 Raxes. Definitely 1 Rax right there in this moment. There is no Glypho fortification. Bulba has still no wall, is level 10. Big problem of this game right there. Has had no walls, even though they went for early Roshans. Should have opted for at least 1 level in wall. Because even though he's level 4 now, level 4 vacuum right now, he has no wall to use that spell to a good deal. So, my opinion, not adapting to the game plan of EG. Should have gone for an early wall, because it's also a really nice defensive skill, especially with a Chen on the opposing team. You can just def an incoming push if you really need to, with just dropping a wall in front of your tower. And possibly even pulling in a good nice vacuum afterwards if they overextend. But yeah, not opting for it, so this is a huge problem of this. And they're just going to go throne right there. Inner Beast are dealing huge damage with Traxx, and they're just going to take this to throne, and they're not going to be able to def this. GG is being called, so this is a good game already. There is another Primal Roar by Demon, and Bulba goes down. We just see Batrider being dropped, however, yeah, some trades going off. They did call it GG, so that means that this game is over officially, even though they do kill off a few people. Drow just last hitting the throne. So nice execution by EG. This push strategy actually going well for them. At the end, they just abused the 1 or 2 mistakes from Liquid, and actually the big mistake of this game, in my opinion, is Darkseer not getting wall prior to level 10. He should have gotten 1 level of wall, because without wall there was nothing they could look for. There was a Coddle with the blinding light and maybe some Illuminate wave, and there was a Kurok who actually went for a Midas that weakened them as well. So really, not going for anything that can defend was a huge mistake, and TC not getting any farm up. Basically well played by EG, evading any possible Wisp gank attempts, Relocate not being used to the full potential, maybe because it's a stand-in, MSS playing. Yeah, good game. I hope you enjoyed this cast. Might be casting later at 9 since Mousesports is going up against, actually I will have to look up who they're going up against. However, if you're German, you should tune into Saga's cast, because he's going to be casting Mousesports versus Alliance in just I guess an hour. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and thanks for tuning in. Big shout out to all YouTube viewers who actually stayed throughout the whole game, and I'll be seeing you soon. See you guys.